Book Dragons. Today I'm doing my July wrap-up and a little haul. I'm going to start with Trust of the Emerald Sea. This book was a 6-star for me. Amazing. The world, the lines were like really deep where you wouldn't expect the lines to be deep. Like about the human condition and memory. There's so many words for this book and I don't have them. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. It's a standalone by Brandon Sanderson. Super good. There's multiple moons. The sea isn't water. There's pirates and talking animals. It's just really good. And then I read another Brandon Sanderson standalone, The Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. I read this after Trust of Emerald Sea, so I had really high expectations. So this one wasn't as good, but it was still good. Like, it made me laugh out loud. It made me kick my feet a little bit at the cute romantic parts. Like, it was still really good. It was a solid 4.5. It probably would have been a 5 if I hadn't read Trust of the Emerald Sea first. It's just, I had way high expectations for it. So. And then I am currently reading Elantris, which is Brandon Sanderson's first book. I'm halfway through it. There's a lot of political intrigue, a lot of religion. I really don't know how Brandon Sanderson kept all the details straight in his head. Like, it's really, really good writing, and I highly recommend it. I am very interested. It's a multi-POV. It's a very good high fantasy book. There's not a lot of magic because the magic in here is dying. So it's more political than anything. But I normally don't gravitate to books with a lot of political stuff in it. But this one is really good. So highly recommend. Next is my haul. So I got Blood on Her Tongue. This is about twins. One of them's really sick and is going a little insane, and she's obsessed with a dead lady that was found on her husband's property, and the other twin has to try to figure out what's making her sister get sick. So I'm excited to read this during spooky season. And then I got The Last Contract of Isako. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a Fonda Lee book. It's about a retiring assassin. I'm excited to read this one. From what I've read on the back of it, it's kind of giving the Last Sword of Kaigen vibes. So I'm excited to read that. I really liked Last Sword of Kaigen, so. And then I bought Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, which is another Brandon Sanderson standalone. I'm going through all his standalones before I get into the Cosmere and Mistborn and such, so I'm excited for this one. It's where two worlds collide. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm kind of going into it blind, but that's kind of how I like to do that when I read books. And then I got How to Overcome Religious OCD. I have OCD. I have where it's obsessional thought OCD, where I'll have certain topics, one of them being religion, like this book, and it just goes in my head over and over again, and it's really hard for me to concentrate on things or do things. So yeah, just reading a little bit more about that, hoping it'll help me with my OCD. Oh, and I totally forgot, I also read Braiding Sweetgrass on audiobook, and it's narrated by the author herself. She's got a very calming, nostalgic voice, Like, even though there's points where it's stuff that indigenous people went through, like being torn from their families, having to be moved, taken from their lands, but it's also a lot about the ecosystem and how to restore it, or trying to restore lands. And I really want to read The Serviceberry next. It's really got me interested in maybe getting into foraging and holistic practices. It's made me understand indigenous people a little bit more and their viewpoints. So it's kind of where books help you have more empathy and teach you things about people you never knew. So that's cool. And then I bought the Jade City trilogy. All I know about it is there's jade magic in this book, and the first book is where the war is ended and they're trying to figure out who's the leaders and such. But then we've got the title Jade War, so I'm assuming we've got some more in here. Jade Legacy, I have no idea what it's about, but like I said, I like to go into books blind. So yeah, a little bit of a book haul while I was getting my tooth pulled a week ago. I had that pulled, so I went into Barnes & Noble as a little treat and bought a bunch of books. So that's that. Thank you for watching.